So we're back with another wrestling week, and so far, so quiet. So far.
That's not gonna last.
Yeah, I doubt it. Like, holy fuck, like we've been through a lot of shit. So, I mean, right now it's calm, but I feel like it's the calm before another storm. And it's a small storm that I can talk about, but I will get to that when we get to that. But yeah, this is another week. So, yeah. Let's just
Yep.
jump right. Let's jump right into it. Dynamite happened, and all right, I'm not gonna lie. This Dynamite was boring. This Dynamite was
I
boring.
fell asleep twice.
Like it was boring because like there was some good matches, but everything else on it, it felt really fucking boring for no reason. And it's like, why? It's, this is what I think happened. I think the matches were way too long and people weren't into the matches. That was the problem. It was like they had a
Yeah.
good match. It was super long. Then they went to another match that was just a match. Then they went to another match that was another match. Then they had a match that people like. It was too long. And then they had like nothing going on. It was like, okay. Like I'll let you not. Out of the whole entire show, it was only three matches that I totally was like, oh yeah, no, this is a good match. But they were like 25 to 30 minutes, and it's like, oh well, that just took up most of the show. And then like everything else on the show was just like there. Like the rest of the show was like completely just there. And it was like, oh, okay. That's how I felt. It was like, oh, okay. All right.
No, no, that's a good perspective. Like, I totally agree with that. Like, I couldn't tell you why I didn't like it, but that seemed about right.
Yeah, because it started off with Jeff Hardy versus Moxley. And so Jeff Hardy first comes out and he's like doing this whole thing where he's like, you're kind of not sure if he's a face or a heel. And you're like, oh, okay. And then like him and Moxley just start going at it. And they just go at it. And then it gets to one point where you see the CMLL Radicalz. Yes, I'm calling them the CML Radicalz. It's Volador Jr., Masquerita Dorada, and I forgot who the other two were. But they're literally in the crowd because like over like the last 2 weeks, Tony Khan said, "Hey, we're doing something with CMLL," and everybody's like, "Oh, okay, cool." And now you have the CMLL Radicalz in the front row, and like Moxley just bumped into them by accident, and they got mad. It's like, oh, like to me, like as soon as I saw all four of them sitting together, I'm like, oh, they're the CMLL Radicalz. That's exactly what I thought, and like I didn't think nothing different. I was like, this is just the Radicalz angle with people from CMLL. That's it.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so like Moxley and Jeff, they just keep going, and then Moxley chokes out Jeff Hardy, and he's done. And then like Moxley gets up to shake his hand, and Jeff Hardy's like, "Fuck you, pal. I'm a bad guy. Wow." And then he just like walked off. I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Jeff Hardy's a bad guy. Yay."
I didn't see that coming, and by that I mean like Moxley not getting mad and whipping his ass after that whole thing.
Well, see, that's the thing. He was too distracted by the CMLL Radicalz, and they just like beat the shit out of Moxley. And then like the whole locker room had to come out and save Moxley, and it's like I feel like that was weird. Like I feel like first off, that was done in WWE, like when the Radicalz like jumped the fence and beat the shit out of somebody, and then like the whole locker room cleared out. And I was like, that's a thing, but like it didn't make sense for like the people that came out. Like 2.0 came out, Christopher Daniels and Evan Bourne, and it's like you guys like huh? Like you guys are the
They're
ones
not
that helped
the
Mox.
stars.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like what the fuck? And they said apparently like Claudio wasn't like he was. This is what they said. Claudio was in travel, and Brian Danielson wasn't there. And it was like, oh, okay, because
Not that he would help much, but where the fuck was Yuta?
yeah, and like and Yuta wasn't. They didn't even mention Yuta. That's the funny part. So like that sets up for a 6-man next week with Bryan Danielson, Claudio, and Moxley versus Volador, Masquerita Dorada, and Hachero, or however you say his name. I don't know his name. Like I'm not even gonna
I'm
lie.
Latino and I can't even say his name.
The funny part is like I don't know this guy. I'm not gonna lie, like I've watched CMLL. I don't know anyone's name. I just say, oh, that guy with that mask, that guy with that mask, that guy with that mask. And the only reason I know Volador Jr. is because Volador wrestled in New Japan. And Masquerita Dorada
Okay.
wrestled in New Japan. So like I know them because like I've watched them wrestle. I'm like, oh yeah, I know these guys. Like everybody else in CMLL is like CMLL is full Spanish, is full Spanish commentary, and you have no idea. And when you're just like looking at it, you're like, I have no idea what any of these people's names are. I like their matches, but I have no idea who these people are. And like that's why I can't tell you
Got
their
you.
name. So that was a thing. And then we had Toa Leone versus Hangman Adam Page. What are your thoughts on this? Because I'm gonna get into what the people online thought, and then I'm gonna give you my take. But you go ahead. What are your thoughts on this?
I liked it. Like obviously, like Hangman always does good matches, but Leona, like he impressed me. Like this is my first. Well, I want to say my first experience with him solo, so I really liked it.
So, okay, this is from me. This is like what I've heard online. Everybody was like, "Wow, Toa Leone can go." Like he beat the shit out of Hangman. Him and Hangman had a great match. We didn't think this match was going to be that good. And everybody was just like talking about how Toa Leone got over in this match. It was like, yo, this guy is dope. This guy is cool. And like, he's such a badass. And I thought the same thing. The
Hmm.
funny part about it is like, I tried to go back and my mental Rolodex was like, okay, do I remember Toa Leone like wrestling in Ring of Honor and being this good? And the answer is no, I don't. Like, so this just makes Hangman more of a star because I don't even remember Toa Leone being this good ever. So Hangman made this guy look like a monster. So yeah,
So
that's
he's
great.
always been in the tag team, correct? Or am I
No, no,
wrong about
no.
that?
No, he wasn't. He was by himself. Because this whole Gates of Agony thing actually came about. I don't remember if it was through the Shane Taylor promotion or no, it was through the Shane Taylor promotion. That's exactly what it was. Shane Taylor was the one who brought them together and made a whole clique out of them. And then they just was like running around beating the shit out of everybody. And then, Ring of Honor got brought and then Tony Khan did whatever he wanted with them. So now here they are. So yeah.
Because I forget the guy, but wasn't it? I want to say Paul Ellering. Didn't he have them at first before
No.
Nana did just now?
Nope, that was Tully Blanchard. Tully Blanchard
Teddy
had them.
Blanchard. Okay.
But that's the thing. That was after they just got thrown in a conundrum because, like I said, when they were in Ring of Honor, just Ring of Honor proper, they were part of
Hmm.
a team together with Shane Taylor, and they was part of Shane Taylor Promotions. And Shane Taylor got rid of them, and they just went on their own. And then they teamed up with Brian Cage and Tully Blanchard, and that was a thing on Ring of Honor. Well, Tony Khan's Ring of
Got
Honor.
you.
Because in regular Ring of Honor, they were a team. They were all together, and they was like running roughshod. They was beating the shit out of everybody. And then they just like it just all fell apart. Like it all fell apart. And it was like, oh, okay. Because
Interesting.
a lot of people don't remember. Like I think it was like one of the last Ring of Honors. I think it was like the last Ring of Honor pay per view where they didn't know what was going to happen to them. It was I think it might have been Final Battle of like 2021, and they just had like this big going out special. And Shane Taylor Promotions had this big match where they beat the shit out of everybody, and it was all of them in the ring, and it was just like the coolest moment. And then like it just was done because Ring of Honor was dead and everybody was getting shuffled, and that's when the Gates of Agony got called up, and I was like, oh, okay, oh, all right, sure.
Gotcha.
So then Matthew and Nicholas pull up, and they pull up and act like some big stars in a stretch limo. And did you notice their facial hair isn't Vince like anymore?
Yeah, noticed that.
Yeah, I'm glad that it's not like that. Not because of the Vince thing, like it looked idiotic, but also like yeah, like don't try to look like that guy. And like this whole thing is stupid. I just hate it. It's stupid. It's just
Now they got
stupid.
middle names and now and shit. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, like it's like they're trying to be like I'm trying to remember who that person was, but it was somebody in wrestling that like went really corporate. Matter of fact, it's just like the York Foundation. And I know I'm saying this, and like half of our listeners are like, we have no idea who the fucking York Foundation is. Like the York Foundation was Alexandra York, which is Goldust's ex-wife Marlena, and she had a corporation, and her fucking corporation was getting guys and turning them into new guys and stretching out their name, like Richard Morton, like Ricky Morton from the Rock and Roll Express was Richard Morton. Like he even
Yep.
had a middle name. Like she elongated a name. That's what I think of every time I see Matthew and Nicholas, and they like in their elongated names.
Oh my god, I forgot the guy's name, but it was one of his her first people. I remember the one game, the Red Rooster. Terry Taylor, Terrence, I think is his
Yes,
name. Terrence
Terrence
Taylor.
Taylor. Yes, Terrence Taylor. And and the one that she was more famous was for IRS. She made IRS, the original IRS. Like
Okay,
he was her first client. Terrence Taylor was the next client, and then Richard Morton was the last client.
got you.
Because he was like, it was funny because I knew exactly who he was like when he walked in IRS, and I was like, oh shit, like that's the dude from fucking back in WrestleMania 1. And it was like, oh shit, that's Mike Rotunda. And he was like, he came in, he was all dressed up, had glasses and a suit, and she would crunch the numbers. We're like, oh, okay, this is a thing. And not even lying, as soon as he left there, he went right to WWE and became IRS. I was like, oh, okay. Like, because I just always said, I was like, that's the same gimmick he had at WCW. And it almost damn near was. But yeah,
Okay, I never realized that. It's cool.
yes. So then we had Wardlow versus Commander. And this was crazy because Wardlow injured his knee in like the beginning of the match. And then like he just wrestled the rest of the match and just beat the shit out of Commander. He posed like he was a narcissist. It was just really fucking random. It just it just was really just I don't know. Like it just was random. And he got injured. We don't know how severe the injury is. It's not like a career threatening injury right now. They just said he might have just like pulled something, so he'll be all right, maybe, hopefully. But you can both like if you go back and watch it, he was like kind of stumbling around and messing stuff up. His knee was hurting bad.
So we're not in like a Adam Cole situation where we got to wait a long time.
Yeah, like we'll find out by the weekend if he's like how bad he is. And if he's really injured, I'm gonna be pissed off because he was out for a long time for no reason, and then he came back and he gets injured. I would be pissed off. So after he beats up Commander, Roderick Strong yells at Commander, was like, "Yo, I told you, just fuck off." And look what happened. You didn't fuck off. You wanted to wrestle for that championship. This is what you get. And then Orange Cassidy and the Best Friends come out, and Roderick's like, I'm not gonna fight you. I'll fight you in Revolution, and just rolls out. And it's like, oh well, that's a chicken shit hill. Yeah. Like like I said, it was nothing in this show that was like, yeah. It was like, meh.
I did like, however, he brought back the yelling the name gimmick. Like I feel like he hasn't done that in a few weeks.
Yeah, the funny part is like, I don't know why. Like, I don't know why he brought it back. There was no reason to bring it back. Like, to be honest, like, it's just like the funny part is like when stuff like this happens and people go, you know what? I love that. I seen online like soon as he did that, people was like, why did he? Why is he doing this? Like, he's already a different person. Why is he bringing this back? And I'm like, I agree. Like, I totally agree.
Mm,
Because it was like so many
okay.
people. It was like it doesn't make any sense. Like they just evolved him into a better character, and he's just going back to this dumb thing. And it's like, oh, this is stupid. I was like, yeah, I kind of agree because he just had a character overhaul, and they're like, no, we're gonna regress it and bring this back, and it's like, why? Like it didn't make any sense because that's not even your character now. Like you just like fucking evolved, and now you're just gonna regress. It's like that's not making any sense. But
Okay.
but yeah, so then we had a sit down with Ricky Starks, Big Bill, and Darby and Sting. And Ricky Starks says he's always been mad at Sting because Sting's first match, he beat Ricky Starks. And I'm not even gonna lie, when Ricky said that, I was like, you're lying, you're full of shit. Like he said it, and I'm like, you're full of shit. I don't remember Sting's first match and he beating you. And then they showed Revolution, and I was like, oh yeah, he did beat him in that Revolution dumbass match. Him and Darby. Oh yeah, I totally forgot
It
about that
was
match.
it was that cinematic one. That's when we first got introduced to Hook too.
Yeah, it was like, what the fuck? Like I totally forgot. That's how long ago it was, and it was like that was like a whole nother world in AEW, and like we're at this different
Hmm.
point where it's like, holy shit, I forgot that even happened.
Same.
And like this was so dumb because like the thing was Darby and Sting could not touch Big Bill and Ricky Starks. And at the end, Ricky Starks just mugs Darby, and Darby just gets in his face and he's like, yeah, you can't hit me. And it's like, okay, it doesn't make any sense. You guys are going to have a tag team title match next week. Nothing about this made me happy. I'm like, whatever.
And shouldn't that rule go both ways? Like I feel like it should.
It
Like Ricky should
should.
not have touched them.
It should, but here's the caveat. The only reason it didn't go both ways was because Ricky Starks was the one who gave this thing out and said, hey, we'll only have this sit down interview if they can't touch us. That's why.
Okay.
So so Ricky was a smart one and did that. So like, okay, that makes sense. So then we had some bullshit, which I really don't give a fuck about. It was Chris Jericho versus Kyle Fletcher. And Jericho beat Kyle Fletcher, and after the match, Takeshita came out to challenge Jericho. I just want this thing to end. Like, I really want this thing to end. Like, I don't. The thing about this is, I don't even want them to move on to new partners for this to end. I just want both of them to just leave. I want Don Callis and Chris Jericho to just leave. And I know somebody out there is like, what the fuck? Like, this is fucking boring as shit. Like, I want them to leave and like let Jericho and Callis leave for like a year or like 6 months so we could totally forget that they exist and then they could come back and be like, oh shit, I forgot they existed. Them every week just with this bullshit ass fucking thing. We don't even know why they're actually fucking beefing. Like there's nothing about this is like, oh, they're beefing because of this. Oh, they're beefing because they were tag partners. They're beefing because of this. None of that, nothing about this. Nothing about this is anything with why Callis is beefing with Jericho or Jericho hates Don Callis. Nothing about this. There's nothing. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. There's nothing about this. Like this is so stupid.
Yeah. Like Kyle Fletcher, he's the fucking Ring of Honor TV champion. Like he deserved a better match, in my opinion.
He definitely does, and like he doesn't like everybody in the Don Callis family does not deserve to be in any of this. They don't deserve. They
Hmm.
deserve to do other things. Like Will Hobbs deserves something better. Takeshita deserves something better. Kyle Fletcher deserves something better. They all deserve something better. This right here is dog shit. I'm so fucking angry because this shit been going on for like 2 years. I just want it to end. Move on to new people and just get the fuck out of there. That's all I want. Holy
Yes.
fuck. So fucking irritating. It's just dumb. So then we had a Deonna Purrazzo promo where she's talking about the tattoo, how her and Tony were together and they're best friends, and she's gonna bring Tony back to her normal self. I mean, part of me is totally for her bringing her back to her former self, but also I do like this Tony Storm gimmick. So like I'm kind of conflicted.
Probably could get a hybrid because you figure the whole reason she's in this gimmick is because she went crazy. So basically, snap her back into reality, but she keep the gimmick still.
Yeah, I'm like I would be okay with that. We're like because Tony Storm like is one of the best women's wrestler, and if she can bring that version and like hold little bits of timeless Tony Storm, I'll be happy.
Yeah, because this has been the best work, in my opinion.
Yes, that's why I was kind of conflicted. Like I don't know if she should go or like if she should stay. I'm conflicted. So,
If she could evolve it, I mean, like Roderick Strong, like you were
mm-hmm,
saying, it would be better. If not, keep it like it is.
yeah. So then we had the Bang Bang Scissor Gang come out and they did a little thing where they was talking and then they brung out card juice and they did the you got 2 words for you, blah blah blah. Their thing. I have no idea why they had this segment. I like everybody here. I just have no idea why they were here. Like I literally have
Is
no
it me?
fucking idea. Mm-hmm.
Is it me or they don't pay attention to each other? Because they brought out Card Blade, like fucking They claim brought out Card Blade, but they fired Card Blade, quote unquote.
No, the funny part was like they went under the ring and he just grabbed the first thing and because they said go get him. They didn't say who it was. They said go get him. So he pulls out Card Blade and comes in the ring and even Max Caster's like, dude, that's the wrong one. He's like, Switchblade is right there. We don't need Card Blade. Get the other one. He's like, oh yeah. And it was like a comedy spot, but it was like, I like everybody here, but it was like, what the fuck was this for? Like this didn't set up them for any challengers, anybody else. It was just random. It was like, what the fuck? Like, why? Okay.
Card Juice. That's the name of it. I'm trying to think of the fucking name of it.
Okay. So then we had Talia versus Deonna Purrazzo. And I don't know why. And I'm not throwing any shade to either one of these women because they are very good. I don't know why this match wasn't good, but the best thing about this was Tony Storm on commentary. And I'm like, that shouldn't be because Talia is really good. Like she's had some great matches, and Deonna is really good. And it's like, it just didn't work. Like I don't know what the fuck happened. It just didn't work. And like I'm watching this, I'm like, yeah, it's not working for me, brother.
Sometimes people just don't mesh well. I think that's what happened because they're both good. They just needed different partners, maybe.
Yeah, because this just didn't work. And Tony Storm said on commentary that Excalibur was really Sean Mooney under a mask. I was like, what the fuck?
Sean Mooney.
That was really fucking
that part
weird.
was funny.
Yes. So it was at this point where they start talking about all the stuff for next week. And they said that Tony Khan has a huge announcement next week. And of course, that immediately set the internet ablaze because it could be one of only 3 announcements. One, it could be Okada because after January 31st, he's a free agent. The other can be the HBO Max thing. And the last one could be Mercedes Moné. Now, the reports from Fightful and Andrew Zarian are saying it is a Mercedes Moné related announcement, but it won't be the announcement that she signed. It will probably be a CM Punk type thing where they announce, hey, after Revolution, we're going to TD Garden. Ha ha. And with them going to TD Garden, it's like, oh, you already know what's going to happen. It's going to be Mercedes. She's going to show up, and they're going to say she's signed, blah, blah, blah. Now, I'm on the internet, and I know a lot of the crew members, which is Sasha's fandom. And it went from, hey, we're happy to have her back to a complete split. It went to a complete split of half of the fandom is mad that she's going to AEW, and the other half is happy that she's wrestling, period. And a lot of people are like still to this day still trying to figure out why the fuck are you mad that she's in AEW? Like, you shouldn't be mad. The thing is, if you're a person that loves this certain person, you want the best for them. And to a lot of people, AEW is not the best for her. And I know people are like, well, she's going to have better matches. She's going to get paid more. That's the thing. No matter what, to a certain set of fandom, it's not the best for her. And I know people are like, oh, that means they're WWE dick riders. No, it's not that they're WWE dick riders. It's WWE to them and a lot of other people is it's the top standard. It's where everybody goes. It's where all the fucking movie stars went. Even Jade said, I use AEW to get to WWE, and now I'm going to use WWE to be on Movie Star. And it's like, that's the progression. And it's like, for her to go back and step down, to a lot of people, that's disrespectful. And like, to her own career and her legacy is like, oh, you're just going to go here where like they don't have any fans, they can barely sell out, and you're just going to do this for the money. And it's like, well, they're not happy about it. And the crew have literally started infighting because half don't want her to go, and the other half is like, we just want to see her wrestle. And it's like, I'm gonna be honest, I understand where they're coming from. And I'm also like, I understand both sides. Like, oh, I just want to see her wrestle. And also I'm like, oh, well, I mean, this is not what you're typically used to, but hey, whatever. Like, get your bag. Is I see what's going on, and a lot of people I don't like. The thing is, like, people don't understand fandoms, and they don't understand how people ride because, like, there's a thing called the Beehive, there's a thing called Barbs, and like these people don't understand how Barbs and Beehive and Swifty, they don't understand how like people gravitate to one certain person and say, you know what, I like this person, and I'm part of the fandom. And it's like, yeah, like you don't understand because you've never understood a fandom and been like, oh, I get it. And like me, I'm just like, I love to like dig into shit and just like find out what shit is. And like, I need to dig into this thing and figure out what makes it tick. And like going in and finding out what makes the crew tick and make like different fandoms tick, it's like, oh, I understand. And I understand where you're coming from these areas, but also I don't have the attachment that you have with this certain person. But I understand what your mindset is because I've done the research, I've asked around, I've figured it out for myself because I'm a fucking psychopath. And I will do shit like that. That's why I understand where they're coming from both sides. So that's what I have to say about that. How do you feel about Mercedes Moné going to AEW?
It doesn't bother me. I mean, as long as she's happy, if you're a fan of her, long as she's happy, in my opinion, that's all that matters, you know?
I
Like,
mean,
she's getting her bag, whatever, you know? Like,
yeah.
for instance, like the whole New Japan thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I watch New Japan casually, you know what I mean? So I'm not the biggest New Japan fan.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of a downer for me, but it's not about me, in my opinion. It's about her, you
But
know?
that's the
So
thing.
I was
She's not.
happy, like,
Yeah.
she had her thing over there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was happy for her about that. If I could see her, I could see her. That's all that matters.
Yeah. And she's definitely not going back to New Japan because there, it's stuff there that she's not going back there. She's just totally going to be here in AEW. So like
Yeah.
I just want to see the matches. I want to see how things go. and we'll see. I'm just gonna put this out there, and I'm gonna put this out there, and this is gonna be the thing that's going to turn a lot of people off. In 8 months from now, after she's debuted, and she is not on television, she's not pushed the way she's supposed to be, she's not doing this. That fandom is going to eat Tony Khan alive. I'm not even joking. I'm not hyperbole. They're going to eat him alive, and it's going to be a mistake. Like, it's going to be a mistake from him because he's going to turn into evil Tony Khan and like shoot back. But you have to remember, everybody that he's shooting back with is mentally deranged. So just remember that, Tony. They're mentally deranged, and you may be a little bit deranged, but they're actually mentally deranged. So just like relax, just do the right thing by her, and you won't have any trouble. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, because I, I we'll move on. So then we had Matthew and Nicholas try to talk Darby into joining them. This actually made no fucking sense to me. None at all. It made no fucking sense. They're like, hey, we've been trying to call you. We've been trying to text you. You need to leave Sting alone and you should join us. We're going to be doing the right thing and getting rid of the old people. And like, he's been riding your coattail. You should move on. And I'm like, what? Like, like, I understand what that part is, but like, it still makes no sense. It's like, it just came out of complete left field. It's like, why? Like, it makes no fucking sense. Why? I was
Sidebar, something that doesn't matter, right?
uh-huh.
Hypothetically speaking, he joins them and gets all proper and whatever, and this is like a York Foundation type of thing.
Uh-huh.
What's his name elongated? Darby.
Oh, that is actually a good question. Darby's full name. Oh my god, I was gonna say something and it was really fucking stupid. I was gonna say debarchable. Like, cause like Archibald, but like debarchable, but like that is so fucking stupid. Like, Darren Arbar or some like it like they would have to separate it into two different names because like there is no actual name that's like Darby elongated. So you would like have to change it like the two different names. Like Dar Bully Gloves. I don't know. It would be something weird. But it would
Darbin Barry, something like that.
oh that would be Darbin Barry. Like see that would be different. Yeah. That would be the only reason
Okay,
I would want that to go. But like to be honest, like it just didn't make any fucking sense at all.
it didn't, and that's not gonna happen either, obviously. But like like
Yeah,
hypothetically,
yeah. So then we had Swerve come out and part of the Pick Your Poison, and Hangman had teased that it was going to be a one of a kind person, and everybody was like, "It's going to be RVD." I was like, sure, I guess. And so RVD comes out, and then Hangman says, Swerve, you're a dumbass because a Pick Your Poison, you can pick any kind of match. And it's a anything goes type match. And I was like, what? Okay, well, okay, first off, why didn't Swerve notice when he picked your match? Because he could have picked something for
right?
you. It's like, what the fuck? Like everything Hangman did, Hangman just came across as a bad guy. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, that's fucked up.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know that part of the fucking rule.
Me neither. It was like Hangman just made this up at the very end. It was like, what the fuck? But
Like
yeah,
that's a thing.
right? So Hangman and Darby, like, I mean, not Hangman and Darby, fucking RVD and Swerve. They just like beat the shit out of each other, and Swerve won. RVD can still go, and people like are saying RVD should come back full time. He's better than Jericho, and I'm like, yeah, no, true. Like he's better than Jericho in every way. Yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree.
I agree he's better than Jericho, but for some odd reason I didn't like this match.
Okay, what didn't you like about the match?
I don't know. Like it just felt off to me. Like it was boring. And mind you, like you always say, like this is my type of match, like high flying and shit like that, because they both
Mm-hmm.
could do this shit. I just didn't like it.
Okay.
Yeah, like it. I felt weird myself, like saying it to myself, because I should like it, but I didn't.
Yeah. So after the match, Swerve wins and Swerve points at Samoa Joe to sitting ringside. And then Hangman comes out and Hangman's like, yo, you're not getting a title because I said you're not getting a title. And he says, you know what? You beat me twice. You can't beat me again. So Swerve goes, you know what? Fuck it. I beat you so many times, I can beat you again. Fuck you. He's like, we're gonna have a match. So next week they're gonna have a match, and the winner gets a shot at Joe. Now,
Okay.
here's the thing, right? This could go so many ways, and I swear to God, it's going to go the way that I don't want it to go, which is weird because I wanted to go one way, and it's not going to go that way because they're going to have this match, and it's some fuckery is going to happen, and it's going to go to a three-way. They're like, all right, we're going to have a three-way. That's not what I want at all.
Okay.
Like, because I think I even said it on this podcast. I said I wanted to go with Samoa Joe faces Hangman, and he loses the title to Hangman, and Hangman just has the title, and Swerve has to beat Hangman, even though they're already like 3-0. Like Hangman should win the title and make Swerve work for it. And like Hangman just walks around with the title, he beats Joe, and he just walks around with the title, and now Swerve has to get to the title, and everybody will be angry because it's like, wait, you should have put the title on Swerve. If you do it that way and make Hangman have the title and carry the title to All In, and then it's Swerve versus Hangman for the title at All In, main event of All In, it's like, yeah, it fucking works. Because now you have Swerve actually get to the top and then just get kicked off by Hangman, and then he has to get back to the top, and he gets to the top, and Hangman's at the top, and now they have the brawl one more time. Titles on the line. Swerve takes the title. Biggest show of the year. Yay, Swerve! It's like it makes sense, but they're gonna go with their three-way, and it's gonna be stupid.
No, I like yours better because it prolongs the storyline, makes it better. Like they have history and shit like that. Two, Swerve is over, so that's why it would fucking work way better. Like you make the fucking baby face work for it way better than just handing it to him.
Exactly. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you give the babyface something to fight for, and like the more that they work for it, the more you get behind them, and you're like, yes, yes, I want this guy to win. Woo! And then when they win, you love them. And it's like, okay, cool. But like I feel like they're gonna go with the three-way. Even if they go with the three-way and Hangman gets the win, like it's going like the one thing that has to happen in the three-way if they're gonna do it the elongated story is if Hangman wins, he has to pin Samoa Joe. He can't pin
Yeah.
Swerve. Like that has
Mm-hmm.
to happen. And then you just elongate the story that way. But I just would
Exactly.
prefer Swerve loses and everybody's like, oh my God, how could you drop the ball, Tony? This is so wrong. You dropped the ball. And then Hangman wins the title, and then people go, huh, you know what? He could Swerve could beat Hangman. Because like, what if next week Hangman does some crazy shit? He does like a chair behind the back of just like Knuckles or something and knocks out Swerve, like cheats the win, but he gets the win. And then like we have this controversy of this is how he got to be in the championship match, and then he won the title. We have to like Swerve has to get his revenge, and Swerve doesn't get his revenge all the way to All In, and it's like there you go. It makes sense.
Exactly. Because right now they're both kind of faces. Like you said, Hangman showed like a hint at being a heel.
Mm-hmm.
If Swerve was a full on heel, yeah, sure. Like beat Hangman. Like I would totally disagree if you go the other way.
Yeah.
But Swerve's over. So do it exactly the way you said. Make Swerve work for it, whatever way. Like again, like you said, not the 3-way. Because you would make Swerve kind of look weak in it too. You know what I mean? Even if he doesn't get pinned, he'll still look kind of weak in my eyes.
Because like this will be a double weakness because like not only will he not be able to beat Hangman to get into the 3-way, then he gets in the 3-way and still loses. And it's like you just
Mm-hmm.
made him look bad twice. If you screw him out of getting to the title, that just makes people want to see that more. You screw him getting to the title and then screw him at the title, and it's like, oh, like you guys are doing it wrong. It's just like it's
Exactly.
it's a way to do it, but like you just got to do it right. And I'm just gonna say I'm gonna put my faith in Tony and see what he does, and hopefully he does the right thing. Hopefully he does the right thing.
We will see.
Yes. So now we go down to NXT, and this was a long show, but like it was like three things on this that I liked. It was only three things on this I liked. Everything else was just like building up to another set of stories. But the three things I liked stood out and made me go, yeah, you know what? This was a good show. Because it started out with the Dusty Tag Team Classic semifinals with Mello and Trick versus LWO. And you were not alone on this sentiment of why aren't the LWO tag team champions?
Yeah.
Because like it was so funny because like as soon as you said that, I seen so many people online go, "Yo, why aren't the LWO tag team champions? Yo, Joaquin Wild and Cruz are fucking awesome. They're badasses. Like, look at the shit that they're doing. They're killing it because this tag match was awesome. And it's like LWO is the one who carried this tag match. And it's like,
People
dude,
be sleeping on Cruz. Like Cruz is awesome too.
yes, and it's like, holy shit. It's like, what the fuck? Like, this match was so good, but of course, Trick and Mello won, so they're going to the finals. And after the match, LWO gets attacked. They get attacked by Obafemi, and then Dragon Lee comes out and he just gets murdered by Obafemi. And it's like, God damn, Oba just beat the shit out of everybody. Like, fuck.
As if there was any doubt that he's a heel now. Like he definitely is a heel now.
But this is the thing. I don't think the NXT crowd got the memo because they just was cheering the fuck out of him. And it's like, dude, he's a bad guy. They're like, no, no, no. He's a good guy. You're wrong. Like, the fuck? Okay.
He's beating up the bad guys. They're not bad. Yes, they are. Shut up. Okay. Okay.
Like, the fuck? It was so random. So then we had Lexis King trying to kiss up to the new general manager, Ava Rain, while she was talking to Ridge Holland. And so she winds up putting Ridge Holland in a match with Lexis King for some random reason. Okay.
Just because, like, I guess King pissed her off. Like, cause she seemed to have that face. Like, bitch, what? Because I
Yes.
think he said something.
And then we had this was a thing like I want AEW to do more of because this was a promo online between Tatum Paxley and Lyra Valkyria. And this was a little thing about why did you help me, blah, blah, blah. And this had popped up online. This wasn't like something that they was like, oh, we're going to do this on NXT. This popped up online earlier in the day, like probably like early in the morning, like through like one of the NXT Twitters. And this is the stuff like AEW stuff. It pops up on Twitter and it's like, oh, this is fucking awesome. Like the Tony Storm promos. and they don't pop up on the show until like a week later. And it's like, why? Like, you just could have put that on right there. Like, that shit was awesome. Like, because Tony Storm cuts promos on Twitter, and you're like, oh shit. And it comes from the AEW official account, and it's like, oh shit, this is awesome. But it doesn't go in a show. You're like, oh, okay. Wow. That's a missed opportunity. But
Right.
But NXT did the thing where they were like, all right, it was on Twitter. Now we're going to put it on TV. So we get Tatum versus Roxy, and Roxy beats Tatum. And after the match, Roxy just attacks Tatum, and Lyra Valkyria comes in and saves her. She saves Tatum Paxley. And here's the thing where, once again, camera positioning, the optics. So Lyra saves Roxy, and she's in front of Tatum's on the floor, but the title is right behind Tatum. Tatum is saving the title. Yeah, perfect. So then we get Ariana.
We all know it's about the title.
Yep. So then we get Ariana Grace and Ren Sinclair, and Ariana's trying to tell Ren how to be cool. And Fallon Henley pops up and she's like, dude, shut the fuck up. I'm tired of your shit. Shut the fuck up. And she was like, oh, okay. They're like, yeah, shut up. And I'll see you in a match later. Okay. Like, this Ren Sinclair and Fallon Henley thing, I like it, but I still feel like something's missing. Because, like, the whole Tiffany Stratton thing, wasn't that supposed to go to somewhere? Or like, did they just like write Tiffany officially off? Because I know she's getting called up, but like, did they write her off officially? Like, what happened? Like, this feels like a missing piece. It's like, the fuck? Like, you totally dropped the ball here. What the fuck is going on?
Like, did we miss an episode or whatever? Because we watch this shit like every week, and I don't know. Like, I feel like she went into the Royal Rumble and then didn't see her after that anywhere.
Yeah, and it's like, what the fuck? It's like, okay, I guess whatever. Like, I hope like they just called her up, but I hope she finishes the story with fucking Fallon Henley. Like, I want the story to be finished. Cause like it's still going. Like, there was no follow-up, there was no finish there. Like, the fuck?
Yeah, like, it's cliche now, but finish the story.
Yeah. So then we did have a finish to a story because we had Lola Vice versus Elektra Lopez. And Lola beat Elektra, and the whole story was like, oh, you know, Elektra Lopez helped out Legado del Fantasma. Like, yeah, like, she's on the main roster. And like, okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
So then we had Joe Gacy fighting with Dijak. Because Dijak's in the back. Dijak is like the new 2024 big boss, man. He has a nightstick and everything. And him and Joe Gacy just start fighting. And he just fight. And they just like keep fighting. And they go to commercial break and they're just still fighting. But okay. Then we move on to Lexis King versus Ridge Holland. Lexis beats Ridge Holland, but then after the match, Ridge Holland gets jumped by fucking Gallus, and they Pillmanize his leg in front of a Pillman. Huh?
No, correction. A king. Remember, he wants nothing to do with Pillman.
But I just felt like, to me, it was a little sacrilegious. Like, you're doing his dad's move in front of him.
No, it totally makes sense. Like, if you know, you know. But as far as the story, like, I guess it's fine because he's supposed to not give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But about Pillman, I read an article. He actually wants to be Brian Pillman, like, for real. But you know, they won't let him do it or something.
Here's the thing, though. he is Brian Pillman. He's just Brian Pillman in a different version. He's like the Brian
Yeah.
Pillman if Brian Pillman went to another company and started all over. That's exactly what he is. Like he has elements of the Brian Pillman character, especially the loose cannon. And like
Uh-huh.
this is it. Like this is just it. It's just like in a different form.
Yeah.
So then we had Trick and Mello talking. They're talking about the tag match and the Ilya match. And Mello's still trying to convince him not to do the match. And Trick's like, no, dog, it's my time. I got to do this. And then we had the one of the best segments on fucking NXT because it's the end of Chase U. And Mr. Chase goes, we have a video package. And the video package came on. And the first thing you hear is, tell me you lied. I was like, oh my God, they fucking did that. fucking fucking Shawn Michaels just never lets things go. I fucking love it. It was so good.
I, I text you like in fucking like caps, like that song.
Yes, that shit was so good. I loved it. And then JC came out and she said, "Hey, I'm gonna save the crew. I'm saving Chase U." Okay, how? Because we made a calendar. And we're putting a calendar on sale this weekend. Yay! With all the girls. And I'm like, okay, cool. All right.
You had to figure it was something like that.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? They're putting it on
Hmm.
sale. It's going to be on sale at Vengeance Day. But here's the thing. I feel like it's something off here. I feel like she scammed everybody somehow. I don't know how. I feel like she scammed everybody. Something's happening here. I don't know why. I feel like something's happening.
Here's the thing. That's the easy route. That more than likely is it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you paid attention to what was said in like facial expressions and shit,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna like she's gonna screw him, but not the obvious way because he goes something to the effect of, "Oh, now you're part of Chase U," and she has to look like, "Wait, I wasn't a part of it to begin with." Like she
Yeah,
had that look, like, "Wait, I'm a part of it now."
yeah.
Like I saved this shit.
Something's gonna happen, and I can't wait to see what the fallout is. Because whatever happens is gonna
Yeah.
fall out at Vengeance Day and then carry over to the next show. But yeah, so then we see the family, and they talking about Ariana Rizzo or whatever, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we always call the Riz when we need help, whatever." And then we get Fallon Henley, and she's in the back training, and Brooks comes up and is like, "Hey, listen, I, like Briggs is doing this, and you're doing this, and like last week was so cool because we was kind of." And she was like, "Listen, I got a match to go to. We'll talk about this later." And he's all sad now, and it's like, dude, you have to find your heel thing because you had a suggestion of something that's going to happen. So say it on the podcast.
So like Briggs, he seemed like he's going heel because of like JBL, correct? Because like
Yes,
he spoke to him.
yes,
So I feel like it's not gonna be Briggs being JBL's like thing. It's gonna be Jensen because he already did a similar gimmick. So like he could do it, and he's gonna be a complete monster. He's gonna be that to the next level. He's gonna be what Briggs is combined with what JBL is. He's gonna be like the rich guy, but like fucking pissed and whatever. You know, because he's gonna be pissed off that they left him. Keep in mind, it was his idea. So what the fuck?
yeah,
And yeah, it's gonna go that way. He's gonna be pissed off that everybody left him, but he's gonna be all about the money though. Like that old saying, like cashing checks and breaking necks. That's gonna be all his thing. He'll probably even use that phrase.
I mean, that's a Booker T thing. So I'll be okay with it.
Yeah, and Booker would love it if he said it too. So
Mm-hmm. So then we get Chase U. They're happy. They're celebrating. Then here comes Lexus King again, and he starts flirting with Thea Hale, and all of a sudden Riley steps up and he's like, "Yo, get the fuck out of here! Like you suck." And that's going to lead to a match between them two, but like, I don't really care. Not even gonna lie, I don't care.
Actually, there's more to it than it seems. I think. Like I actually do care because if you
Okay.
notice, not only was he like flirting with Thea, he was flirting with JC. So Riley came up and he was like, "You better get away, whatever," like you said. But he mentioned JC's names first. So I think it may turn out that he likes JC and
No,
whatever, and like
no,
that's gonna lead into some shit between Thea and JC.
no. That's 100% what's happening. I just don't care. Like that's exactly like I think I said that a couple weeks ago, but like that I just don't care. Like because like I don't care about these love angles because like they don't make sense, especially these ones. And it's like I don't care. Like I know where this is gonna go. He's gonna be in love with JC. JC doesn't want nothing to do with him. Thea's gonna get mad. It's like yeah, I just don't care. Like I just like I'm just mentally checked out. Like when it comes to this love shit, I'm checked out. Like anything else, I'll be like, you know what? I'll give it a chance. This, I'm like, yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
And the bad part is like the funny part is I like everybody involved, kind of, but I just don't care. Like I just don't care. It's just not my angle for me. It's not for me.
Got you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, I just don't care. It's a nothing for me. So then we had
It's
Ariana.
fine.
Yeah, we had Ariana Grace versus Fallon Henley, and it was a match, and Fallon Henley lost to Ariana Grace. Like, I lie to you not, nobody's paying attention to this. And I'm going to tell you why nobody's paying attention to this. You want to know why?
Why?
Ariana Grace has 3 or 4 wins right now. Nobody knows this. Like, nobody knows. She just keeps picking up wins. Like, everybody else is just distracted and thinking about everything else. She has picked up win after win after win. And it's just been like the dumbest things because Fallon got distracted and Ariana just picks up this win. And it's like, dude, is nobody that's going to talk about how she fucking wins again? Like, she's slowly picking up wins. No one's saying anything. Can somebody just bring up the fact that Lash Legend just helped Fallon Henley just lose? Like, Ariana Grace keeps winning. This is her 4th win. Somebody say something.
She's gonna wind up being number one contender real quick.
Yes, that's exactly what's going to happen. And nobody's paying attention. I'm like, are we just not going to talk about this? Like, she's going to want to. It is going to be funny because she's going to be number one contender and nobody's going to know how she got there. And I'm like, wait, how did you get here? And she's like, I've been winning. Win. And then everybody's like, they're going to bring up the stats and be like, holy shit, you've won like every match. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's going to be funny.
Like I think she's undefeated. She might got like at least one loss somewhere.
No,
but
her very first
not many.
match, she got a loss. And then like everything else,
Okay.
like she's won. So
Got you.
then we had an OTM promo and they're talking about how they're gonna beat up the family, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I don't care. Like I just get mentally checked out at a lot of things because it's like, I don't really give a shit. So Metaphor is coming out, and then Donovan Dijak throws Joe Gacy off of a fucking thing into a trash compactor. Just throws him into the fucking trash compactor, and everybody's like, "Oh my god, he killed him!" And I'm like, "Well, I mean, I guess who cares?" I told you, like a lot of shit, I just get mentally checked out, and it doesn't go anywhere. Then we had the Wolf Dogs, and they're in the back, and yes, bartender Cabron called them the Wolf Dogs, and it's a thing now.
Corbin even asked him like, "What'd you say?" I mean, not Corbin, fucking Braun.
Yeah, like they're a thing, and they're gonna go. I think they're gonna win the tag team tournament. So
Even if they lose, they're gonna continue being a tag team. I hope they do anyway.
I don't know about that player. I don't know about that player.
Okay.
we'll talk about that in a few, but like I don't know about that. So then we had Von Wagner versus Noam Dar in the Heritage Cup. And I saw somebody like complain about Von Wagner in the very first round. Because Von Wagner in the very first round, right before the end of the match, he just gets on top of Noam Dar and just starts beating the shit out of Noam Dar. Just like pounding him, pounding him. He even takes the tape off his hand and just start pounding Noam Dar, just pounding him. And somebody literally goes, oh, he's dumb. He didn't know the rules. And then he said he knew the rules, but then he just like did all of this beatdown at the end and like right after the clock. He doesn't know the rules. That doesn't make sense. And I'm like, wait, do you not know the rules? Because one of the rules is by knockout. And Vaughn was trying to knock out Noam Dar. He was trying to knock out Noam Dar. And then when he kept hitting him after the bell, he was trying to fuck him up more. So when the bell rung, he can get the advantage. And it's like, do you not know the rules? Because like that is something that's happened before. So yeah,
I think they got confused and like thought of it as like the AEW/Ring of Honor pure title rules and whatever, which you can't do shit like that.
I guess. And then like the bell rings for the next round. Oral Mensa distracts Von Wagner, and Von gets hit with the Nova Roller. And 1, 2, 3, Von goes down, and Von loses the fall. So it's like, oh, okay. Well, to me, I was like, Von's definitely got to win this, right? And then Noam Dar just
That's
like,
what I thought.
yeah, Noam Dar works over his leg, and then Noam Dar gets the win, and he beats Von. I'm like, what the fuck? Like Mr. Stone's kids are in the is by ringside, and they're there cheering on Uncle Von, and he loses in front of them. Fuck, man, it sucks.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, but then he makes up for it because he slams Oral Mensa through the table in front of the kids. So yeah, they were hype about that. I mean,
Hopefully, he gets a rematch.
yeah, I hope so. So then we had Dijak talking to Ava Rain, and she's like, "Dude, what the fuck? You just almost killed a man." She was like, there's nothing you can do. Like, you should have tried to fight him in a regular match." And he's like, "What do you want me to do?" He's like, "What? We're gonna have a no disqualification match?" And then Joe Gacy goes, "Yeah, we can do that." And she was like, "Wait, what?" And he climbs up out of the trash compactor and goes, "Yeah, we can have a no DQ match. Me and him." And then he
That
just
shit was hilarious.
I was like, what the fuck? It seems like, you know what? Fuck it. It's on. And Dijak is like, dude, what? His face was like, what the fuck? That shit was so funny.
He's a likable psycho now. Like, what the fuck?
Yep. So let's go through the Vengeance Day card. So that match, Dijak versus Joe Gacy, no DQ. Who you got?
Joe Gacy, since he has this whole new gimmick behind him, and I feel bad for Dijak. I feel like he hasn't won a match since he became Dijak, but it's gonna be Gacy.
That's exactly why I'm picking Dijak.
Okay.
So then we have the women's championship match: Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez. Who you got?
Lyra, because as we talked about in the podcast many times before, Roxy seems like she's gonna go heel, so she's gonna lose and snap out. Probably like beat the shit out of Lyra after the match.
Here's a little twist that you didn't think about. What
Mm-hmm.
if she beats the shit out of Lyra after the match, and Tatum Paxley joins with Roxy, and she becomes Roxy's little person? What do you think about that?
Oh, I thought about that too, but I'm glad you said it. Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be good. That would be a nice twist because like not too many people will see it coming. Since last we checked, uh, um, Tatum like beat her up.
yep. Then we have The family versus OTM in a 6-man person. Who you got in that?
I'm like you. I don't give a shit. But like, if you're gonna put a gun to my head and make me pick, I'm gonna say OTM.
Yeah, I don't give a shit and I don't care. So next we're gonna
And go
go
ahead
with
though.
the North American Championship, Obafemi
No,
versus
no, no, no,
Dragon
no.
Lee.
I picked. No, no, no. Pick that one. Even though you don't give a shit.
I don't give a fuck. Family, whatever. Obafemi versus Dragon
Okay.
Lee. So who do you think is gonna win? North American Championship.
What was his name? Oba Femi? Like I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't want disrespect
Yeah, it's
for him.
Obafemi.
Yeah, the champion. Like then it'll be totally stupid to give him the title and like take it off him that quick. And people like him, so yeah, he's gonna win.
Yeah, and plus Dragon Lee
He's a
is on the main
monster.
roster. So like, yeah, just whatever. So
I said it when fucking Dominic like had the title. He needs to lose to someone on the NXT roster. Like
mhm.
part of me was upset that he lost to Dragon Lee when Dragon Lee was already part of the main roster too. If he was gonna
Yep.
lose to Dragon Lee needed to be part of NXT.
Mhm. So then we got the War Dogs versus Mello and Trick. We already kind of said who we think will win this one.
Yeah, you said the War Dogs. I think they're
Yeah.
on trick though.
But then who do you think is going to win between Trick and Dragunov?
Uh, see, because it all depends what happens in the tag team match. So if Mello and Trick win the tag team title, I mean tag team tournament, as I think they are,
Mhm.
Trick's gonna win, and it's
Okay.
gonna piss off Mello even more.
See, that's also why I think the opposite, because if they lose and then Trick wins the title, Mello's going to be mad because Mello doesn't have shit. Mello has nothing. Mello lost. He doesn't even get a shot at the tag titles. And now Trick is the world champion. So now I'm mad at you because you're my buddy. You finally get the top and I don't have shit. So if they lose the tag team tournament and then Trick wins, it's all set up for WrestleMania weekend.
There's also that good point. Yeah,
So then at the end, we had the little back and forth between Dragunov and Trick. And then the War Dogs came out, and Mello came out to help Trick. They beat up the War Dogs. And then at the end, it's a standoff between Trick and Ilya. And in the back, Mello is just looking like, why am I the odd man out? So that was good.
because
Like,
him himself, he was doing a fucking stare down with the fucking War Dogs.
yep. And then like he turned around and like they're having a stare down and he's just looking like, what the fuck, man? Like we're supposed to be a team. Like what happened? Like I
Yeah.
don't know. It was really like it was really fucked up. Like and I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Either way, Metal's gonna turn on that.
Oh yeah, definitely is. Definitely is. So yeah, that was NXT. Now we go to Monday Night Raw. And this was a thing. This was a thing. Like this whole entire show was a thing. Was a thing. Because
hmm
earlier in the day, we found out a confirmation of something that we heard Sunday morning. So after the Rumble, some people started saying, yo, Punk looked like he got hurt in the Rumble. And if he wasn't paying attention, like he grabbed his arm, said to the ref, like, yo, something's fucked up, and finished with the Rumble. You're like, oh, okay. And we heard like rumblings, and then Monday morning we find out it's official, CM Punk is injured. So Raw opens up with something that like this is easily one of the easiest things that you just pick because you see Jay Uso come into the like building. Then you see Gunther come into the building, and it's like, Oh, that was visual cue. Like that wasn't just there for nothing, huh? And then you see damage control also, but it's like, oh, yeah, but the Jay Uso and Gunther thing? Yeah, that was a thing. That wasn't there for nothing.
That, it's obvious if you pay attention.
hmm So then we start off with CM Punk. CM Punk comes, well, Pat McAfee comes out because now he's part of commentary on Monday Night Raw. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, no, yeah, that's a good thing. Then we get CM Punk, and he talks about his friend who has cancer and how his friend with cancer is the best in the world because he fights and he keeps going, and people like that are strong. And he's like, I'm just here to entertain, and I'm injured, but I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna do everything to get my finish my story, and that is the main event WrestleMania. And before he can finish his whole speech, Drew comes out. And Drew says, listen, like after the Royal Rumble, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep at all. And then when I heard that you were injured, I slept like a baby. He's like, I prayed for this to happen, and it happened. And I was like, oh my God, I fucking love Drew McIntyre. I love him. And that's how much I love him that I actually called him Drew McIntyre because holy fucking shit, he is a fucking evil person and I love it. I fucking love it.
I'm not a religious man, but like I prayed for this to happen and it happened.
Dude, and then
That was gold.
like he attacked Punk, he stepped on his arm. So like this is like a feud. If Drew stays, this is a feud when Punk comes back. But
Mm-hmm.
Drew went online and he just did the fucking arrow meme. He went into the fucking gym. He went into the fucking gym. This was one of the best ones. He went in the fucking gym and he said, it's arm day. And did he had the fire burns playing behind it? I was like, dude, you are a fucking villain. You are a fucking villain, and I love it. It was so good. It was so good. It was
Drew's
so
fucking
good.
awesome.
He's so good. His Twitter game is so good. Like, so somebody made a suggestion, and I'm all for this because this is the coolest thing. Like, don't leak any of his contract status. Don't leak any of his contract status. Go to WrestleMania and have it be career versus title with Seth Rollins. Just don't leak any of his contract status. Just say career versus title, and just have the match. And everybody literally will be sitting on pins and needles, going, "Okay, does Drew win or does he lose? If he loses, he's gone. If he wins the title that at WrestleMania." It'll be one of the things that people will literally just line up for. Just don't leak his contract status. If he's staying, like put the title on him. If he's going, then let him go. But holy shit, like that would be so good.
Or because like it may leak anyway. You know how these things work, right?
Mm-hmm.
But leak two different separate stories. That way, no one knows what the fuck to believe. You know?
Listen, if I was WWE, I would get ahead of this right now and start leaking. Oh, Drew's not re-signing. Drew's not re-signing. After WrestleMania, Drew will probably be going elsewhere, like they do for every
Yeah.
wrestler that leaves. Like, just start leaking it and just like have internal memos, just talking about, yeah, Drew's leaving, just Drew's leaving, and do nothing. And then when like WrestleMania happens, everybody's like, oh, Drew's leaving, and the whole entire crowd's gonna be like, oh, he's leaving, he's leaving. Drew boots fucking Seth, wins the world title. Everybody's like, what the fuck? Like, you're putting a title on somebody that's leaving, and then like Monday morning just put out, oh, Drew McIntyre re-signed with WWE in February. Be like, wait, what? Like, you guys? Yeah, no, we fucked you guys. We wanted this match to be as big as possible. Ha, we fucked you. Now, I'm like, yeah, that would be a fucking swerve. I would love that.
Be fucking awesome.
So then we got a backstage thing with the Judgment Day, and they're kind of yelling at each other, and Rhea's telling them to get their shit together because they got a tag team title match. And then we see DIY doing the walking thing, the walking interview, which I like. It's new. I like it. And then we have a fucking tag team title match. Dude, like, I knew this was going to be good, but it was too good. It was too good. It's one of those things where Johnny Gargano and Ciampa are too fucking good, where they get the whole crowd to just be sitting there, just like, oh, okay, this is a match. Oh, all right. To go, this is awesome. Like, just, yeah, like Johnny Gargano and Ciampa get the crowd. Like, they bring the crowd. I don't know how they do it, but they fucking do it, and they fucking brought the crowd. They were so close to winning, but of course, Judgment Day wins.
Which I swore that it was going to be their time finally.
Dude,
But I
like,
guess next time.
dude, and that's the bad part. It's like, I feel like it was the perfect time for them to win the titles. And like, I don't know why they keep the titles on Judgment Day. I know like it's part of a bigger story, but this was perfect. Like, this was fucking perfect. Like, this was one of the perfect moments. Like, I feel like when they lose a tag title, it's going to be randomly, and it'd probably be to this tag team that I'm thinking of because of the way that the story played out after the match. But if it does, I'm going to be even hugely fucking pissed. I'm going to question Triple H's booking for the rest of the year if he makes this decision that I think he's going to make. I really will question this
Okay.
decision because after the match, they all get in a ring, the whole Judgment Day, minus Rhea, and they're talking about how they need to fix some things, blah blah blah, and they call out Truth, and Truth comes out and be like, "Yeah, we're a family," and he's like, "DP, you're like my older brother," and Priest goes, "Dude, I'm younger than you. What the fuck?" And Priest, and then he goes, "Finn, you're like that old crazy uncle," and Dominic, you know, and JD, you're like the stepbrother that nobody wants. And then Priest goes, dude, he's like, I'm not gonna do this to you, but whatever. And he just beat the shit out of Truth, and then here comes Miz to save Truth. So I'm kind of thinking that Awesome Truth is gonna go for the tag titles.
I've been seeing that. Someone actually posted like the parallels between this storyline and the Sammy, Kevin, and Bloodline storyline. So
Yeah, no, that
it's a
makes
thing.
the funny part is like that makes sense because of the whole oh, he was part of the crew, but now he's not part of the crew thing. That's the only thing. But I lied to you, not I don't want that. And if that happens, I will question Triple H's booking decision because that makes no fucking sense. It makes no fucking sense. Like, yes, like have them get their revenge, but like it makes no fucking sense to take the tag titles off of the fucking Judgment Day and put them on Truth and Miz. That is so fucking stupid. Like, you put them on a
I'm
fucking
random.
actual tag team. Like, what the fuck is this?
It's random as shit. Like it should have been DIY. And mind you, I love Miz, I love Truth, but I 100% agree with you.
Because, like, you have the Creeds, you have DIY, you have, like, the New Day, you have Imperium, you have all of these fucking tag teams, and you're just like, nah, we're going to put it on Truth and Miz. The fuck? Like, I know the crowd will pop for, like, 5 seconds because Truth won something. Other than that, it's like, yeah, whatever.
And like, how many times have they teamed up since? Like the original Awesome Truth. What? Twice, 3 times?
Yes,
If that?
twice. Yeah, that's it. Holy shit,
Like,
I would hate that.
no, like, yeah, like, no, 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 don't do it. I agree with you.
So then we had Shayna and Zoe versus Piper and Chelsea, and it's like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. Zoe and Shayna win, but it's like, all right, I guess they're going for the women's tag team title match at WrestleMania for random reasons. So it's like, all right, cool. Don't care.
which I thought they were already going after, but whatever.
Yeah, like I don't know where this is going. I don't care either. So then we got Cody Rhodes on his way to the ring, and for the first time in the new era, we have the new backstage, like getting ready to come out, or like new, I don't even know what they're called, like new versus screens or new match graphics that like I seen that, I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like what the fuck? Like that was random as shit. Like everybody has new match graphics. And I guess because the new dude took over, he's like, yo, we need something to spice this up. And that shit does spice shit up. It does.
It looked nice as shit. I noticed it last week.
Yeah. And like, this one is like more apparent this week. Cause I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
So then we get Cody, and Cody comes out and he's talking about the Royal Rumble and how he won and how he's all ready to pick Roman Reigns. He gets Samantha to announce him one more time as a winner of the Royal Rumble, and he's hype and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna pick Roman Reigns." And then Seth's music hits, and everybody's confused. Me, myself, also very confused. So Seth comes out and be like, "Yo, why are you going to pick Roman?" He's like, dude, I have to finish my story. But don't you want to finish your story with me? This would be our match. He's like, do you want to go for the Hollywood Hogan title with someone politics to do whatever they want to defend the title? Or do you want the workhorse title, the blue collar title, like your dad, for us, by us title, the title that we made? Do you want to take this title to be a working champion? He's like, I want to wrestle you at WrestleMania. And Cody goes, I got a lot to think about. I'll get back to you. And he just walks off with tears in his eyes. And how do you feel about this? How do you feel about this? I need your honest opinion about how do you feel about this? What do you think should happen? How do you feel about this?
That's an interesting twist and whatever. So, everybody's gonna bitch about if Cody, like, because as you said, Cody should not win at WrestleMania. Cody should not beat Roman at WrestleMania. Like, he should beat in the anniversary and whatever, just like you said.
Mm-hmm.
That would make a way better story. In order to do that, Cody should face Seth, lose to Seth, and then somehow, some way, get to Roman. Maybe a draft or something. But that story needs to end the way you predicted it. And, like, yeah. It makes sense for him to go after Seth because, if I'm not mistaken, like, the title that Dusty did not win was the WCW title, correct? In this matter of speaking, is the WCW title?
Wrong.
World title, technically?
Wrong. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
I'm wrong? Okay.
Like, yeah, it was a
you're
WWE
historian,
title.
So I don't know. It was WWE title? Okay.
Yeah.
You're the historian. My bad.
Yeah. So
the way Seth was speaking, like that's what I understood. So
no. He made the title as a Dusty title because Dusty is the workhorse. Dusty is the blue collar champion, and that's the workhorse title, the blue collar title. That's why he made it that way. So
yes, because he's been defending it like nonstop. So he's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm totally against this. I think this is like the dumbest thing to do. Even the fans, like when they said it, they started chanting no. And it's like, this is the dumbest fucking thing to do. It's like, you have something special where you have something very special, two something specials, not one, two. And I'm going to lay out why this is. I'm just going to leave this as a cliffhanger until the end of the show. I'm going to leave this as a cliffhanger right now. I'm just going to put it right there, an addendum. Once you get to the end of this, you're going to be like, oh my God, that's what he was talking about. I'm just going to leave it at that, and we're going to move on. Because, like, yeah, you have two something specials, and you're going to blow it by doing something dumb. Yeah, that's not you don't deserve Booker of any year if you do something that stupid. So yeah. So then we have a backstage with the New Day getting hyped because, Kofi's going to take on Gunther. Don't know why that's a thing, but hey, more wins for Gunther. Don't know why. It didn't make any sense to me. Like, I still to this week just have no idea what I was a thing. I was like, all right, whatever. So then we have Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed. And this is one of the times where you see what kind of a main event Jey Uso was. And he was a good man because he had this match with Bronson Reed, and a lot of people was like, oh shit, I didn't know Jey can go. I'm like, y'all remember the Seth Rollins match, right? The fuck are you talking about?
This was up there with that, honestly.
Yeah, because like this was a good match. Bronson Reed can wrestle, and Jey was like fucking bringing it to Bronson, and it's like, yeah, fucking right. And Jey beat Bronson, so it's like, yes, this is the precursor to him beating Gunther. And it's like you can feel that he could beat Gunther, and you're like, okay, cool. So after the match, we see Andrade, and he's signing his contract with Raw. And Nick Aldis walks in and was like, yo, he was like, I could have gave you a better deal on SmackDown. What the fuck? Like, you just want to sign with them? He's like, all right. And then Aldis goes, you should have got here faster. And Andrade says, tell Muñeca, like, hi for me or some shit like that. So then Aldis goes, wait, I have a phone call from Braun Breaker. And he just walks off. And it's like, okay. Like,
would you lose to Braun going to SmackDown?
I don't think Braun's going to SmackDown. I don't think Braun's going to SmackDown at all.
Yeah.
Because the next person right after that, right after he says, I'm going to talk to Braun, they cut to a promo of Gunther. And it's like, come on. Did you guys make it any more obvious that was like the next thing? Can you make it any more obvious? Like, can you just like, you could have just like wrote it in bold print on a fucking big ass board and said Braun versus Gunther at Mania IC Championship match. Okay, cool. And I know some people are like yelling at me like, you said Jey Uso. Yeah, Jey Uso's gonna face him at fucking Elimination Chamber. Yeah, why not? Like, what the fuck? It'll be a big match, and you'll be like, wait, he could win. He's not gonna win because Braun versus Gunther at WrestleMania. Braun's come-up match, Braun's first big match, solo match at WrestleMania against Gunther for the IC title, and he beats the longest reigning IC champion. His first match on the main roster, he beats the IC champion at WrestleMania. Yo, your career is set from there. Like, there's nothing else you can do. It's like, it's set. It's fucking set. Like, there's nothing.
And Jay's pretty much set to face Jimmy at WrestleMania too, so he's kind of booked, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's right there.
Yeah, so obviously it'll be Elimination Chamber, their match.
So then you have Becky, and they're like, Becky, what are you going to do? You didn't win the Rumble, so how are you going to get the Rhea? And Becky's like, I have to find a way because I have to get the championship. I'll figure something out. And it's like, yeah, you're just going to win the Elimination Chamber. Sure. Don't care. Like, nothing about this was like, made me feel like, oh my God, Becky's going to be out of WrestleMania. It's like, she's going to win Elimination Chamber. We're going to get Rhea versus Becky, something everybody's been waiting on. It's like, yeah, that's pretty much locked in. So, yeah, got it. What the fuck? So then we had Gunther versus Kofi. And of course, Gunther beat Kofi. And then after the match, Ludwig Kaiser and them beat the shit out of Kofi and Xavier. And that was a thing. And they just moved on. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So.
Surprised they didn't fight all over the building like they did last time.
Oh, because they just murdered him really quick.
Yep.
So Sami Zayn gets interviewed, and they're talking to Sami. They're like, yo, you're going to fight Drew because you came out and helped CM Punk earlier. So, like, what are you going to do? He's like, yo, I'm gonna beat Drew. And then she brings up the fact. She goes, you know, you never beat Drew in a singles match. And he's like, yeah, but I'm gonna do it tonight. She was like, no, 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 you've never beaten him ever in a singles match. So tonight you're gonna win. He's like, yeah, tonight I'm gonna do it. And she's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, damn, dog, like you're just gonna keep talking to him like that? Like that's how you just go talk to him? The fuck?
That was disrespectful.
Right? So then we had the Kabuki Warriors versus Tegan and Natty. And you can sense some heel turnish between Tegan or Natty or both of them, but I see them both separating.
Yep.
And that's gonna be different. Like, okay. I don't
Who do
know
you think that
who
he was going to be?
I was just about
Oh,
to say
I was
that.
just about to ask you
Yeah,
that.
I was like, I don't even know who's gonna be heel, but I would love to see either one of them as heel. I'm all for it.
Be honest, I'd rather it be Tegan because, like, I don't think we've seen Tegan as a heel yet. We've seen Natty heel multiple times already. So,
Yeah, I'm down for it. So
like, if Natty does it, it's obvious. I think.
mhm. So the Kabuki Warriors win, then the TikTok Toxic Tag Team says, we're gonna get a tag team title match. I'm like, why? Y'all lost. Like, who cares? Move on. The fuck? And then
Next.
yeah. Then Bailey comes out and she celebrates with Damage Control, and she's happy she won the Rumble, and she's going to get her title shot. And then Rhea comes out. She's like, "Yeah, you can talk all that shit you want, but I'm telling you right now, you better pick somebody else because, bam!" She gets hit in the back of the head by Nia Jax, and Nia beats the living shit out of Rhea. She whoops Rhea's ass. She whoops Rhea's ass, and then she gets in the ring and scares, well, not scares Damage Control because they're like, hey Bailey, you're on your own. Bye. I was like, what the fuck? Because, like, soon as Nia gets in the ring, beating the shit out of Rhea, Damage Control just all leaves, and Bailey's in the ring. Like, she turns around, like, wait, where are my friends? Everybody's gone, and Nia just, like, corners Bailey and just tell her, you better pick somebody else because you don't want to face me because I will eat you alive. Like, oh shit. So, yeah, we're getting Nia versus Rhea in Australia. Like I said, at Elimination Chamber. Totally fucking called it. So,
Another
yeah,
one for you.
yep. And we basically set up Bailey versus Io. So, yeah, like we have everything set up perfectly.
Yep.
And that's how WrestleMania started to shape up. And then we have the main event, and it's Drew McIntyre versus Samuel Zayn in the main event match. And once again, Drew kind of screws Sammy. He hits him in the balls, like when Sammy went for a hell of a kick. And Sammy just like goes down, and Drew hits him with the Claymore 1, 2, 3, and Drew gets the win. So, like I said, there was an addendum. Here's the addendum. The reason Cody shouldn't go for the title because you should have Drew take on Seth. And because you're like, okay, cool, what the fuck? Yeah, Drew gets the biggest win with the title, then you immediately have a built-in story because Sami Zayn never beat Drew. Sami Zayn gets the world title by beating Drew McIntyre. Dude, fucking right there.
That's a good story. Yeah.
That is a perfect story. They said it so many times. Every time they said it was like, Sammy never beat Drew. Sammy never beat Drew. Sammy never beat Drew. Like, yep, he should beat him for the title. Perfect.
They did say it multiple times too, so yeah, that would work. Especially like people are paying attention to it.
Exactly. So yeah, that's that's that. That's that.
Yeah.
So anything else you want to talk about?
No, we're currently watching Impact. Well, I am. I don't know if you're watching it. They showed the Royal Rumble.
I mean, of course they showed the Royal Rumble because one of their people were in it, and one of their people is literally getting talked about everywhere because Booker T. Everyone is talking about Jordan
Yes.
Grace being in the Rumble. Like, yeah, that's all. That's all they're talking about.
So
Because
props to fucking Tina and her.
I mean, of course. I mean, you hang out with WWE, of course they're going to talk about it. I'm like, yeah,
Yep.
that's the thing. So, yeah, that's like, there's no really anything left to talk about. Like, not at all. I mean, Brock Lesnar is they're trying to get rid of him, but that's the thing.
Can they get rid of him?
Yeah, they can get rid of him. Like, there's nothing to keep him there.
Oh no, because
Like,
the way you worded it, trying like it's something holding them back. So
no, it's just like the pay. Like, they have to pay him a bunch of money. Like, they have to pay him a bunch of money to get rid of him. So that's the only thing holding him back. Was like, do we pay him this absorbent amount of money, or do we just like let his contract run out? Either way, he's getting paid, but like one, he's getting paid a lot more money than normal, and the other one is like he's getting paid money over time. Because like the buyout, it's like way, 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 way more than letting his contract run out slowly, slowly, slowly.
okay,
And like them pulling his like super card from the game and like them slowly start taking shit away from him. It's like, yeah, no, they're slowly getting ready to get rid of you. Just like they're getting ready to get rid of Vince. Like, it's a thing.
okay. I would do it slowly, personally. Like not spend all my money like that.
Yeah. And
Let him suffer a bit.
Mustafa Ali is going for the X Division title, so that's awesome. I mean, of course he's going. I want him to win it. I don't know if he will, but I
Same.
want him to win it. Like it would be best for business because Mustafa Ali is he's fucking awesome.
Oh my god! As you said it, I blanked on who the champion.
Did you really forget Christopher Sabin is the champion?
Yes, I actually did.
And it's bad that I
and
called him
and
Christopher Sabin because you were like, who? Like
for
your
a split
mind,
second, I was like, who?
yeah, your mind just totally went, who? Yeah,
No, no, because like for a split second, I thought you meant Christopher Daniels. I'm like, he's not on that show.
nope, Christopher Sabin.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's gonna be a fucking awesome match. So yeah, can't wait for that.
Oh no, it definitely will. It'll probably be the show stealer. I don't know if it will be the main event because it'd probably be Moose versus Alex Shelley again, where they're gonna screw Alex Shelley again.
Yep.
I'm not
Would
happy.
you have Ali versus Saban in a stipulation match or just a regular match just to see like how it goes? Either way, I'll be happy personally.
Listen, first off, you just have them in a regular match, like no stipulation, just go straight regular. Just straight regular match. Then after that one, then you put the fucking stipulations on. Like the first match,
Yeah.
have it go so crazy and just everybody just like scream and holler because it'd be so great. Then you put the stipulation on. You're like, okay, now what do you do with this? It's like, oh yeah, yeah, we're having fun now.
Because I 100% agree with you. I'm just like really curious on how he would do in an Ultimate X match.
See, that's the
He would do
thing.
it fucking amazing, I think.
That's the thing. If you keep the title on him long enough, you can get to that. And you can have this
Yeah.
match. You can have that match. You can have all the other like huge matches, a 4-way. You can have multiple like you can have multiple crazy matches with him. But like
Yeah.
just have the first one where they just go balls to the wall and just like yes, this is exactly what I wanted. This balls to the wall, Dicko mode match. Yes, this is exactly it. This is it. And like just get the first one and then you just start throwing stipulations. You just start, matter of fact, once it's over, you just start pulling stipulations out your ass. Like, ooh, a ladder on top of a pole on top of a something else. Yeah, let's do that. And just like start randomly making shit up just for them. Because that's what's gonna happen. It's gonna be so fucking awesome. You're gonna be like, yeah, we're just gonna start adding shit. We're just gonna be doing it.
Yeah.
How about we do an Ultimate X on top of a cage? Like, what? That doesn't even make sense, but fuck it, it's awesome. Like, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Like as you said that, I was trying to picture that in my head. Like, can it happen?
Yeah, it can't happen, but they'll do it just because, like, fuck it, it sounds awesome, and they would fucking kill it. Like, yeah, it's like, let's do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy Ali is in TNA. Like,
Same.
I'm
Same. I
like,
suggested that from the beginning when he left.
yeah, and no shot at AEW because I know AEW fans are gonna be like, oh, this is a shot at AEW. If he would have went to AEW, he just would have been another guy in AEW. He just would have been there. And it's like you put him in TNA with a smaller pond with like a bigger star. You're like, yeah, no, he stands out. And so does Dolph. Dolph stands out. You're like, yeah, like there's only a few people there, and they're just there. You go. Like you have all of this great talent right there in this small pond, and they're just like busting their ass every week and showing you what kind of good shit they can do. And you're like, yeah, no, this is right. This is exactly what I want.
He had a phenomenal match against fucking Trey Miguel just now. So
Exactly. That's what I mean. It's like that's like you wouldn't get that in fucking AEW, and people be like, "Oh yes, you would." No, you would get it eventually. Like Dolph had a match against Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz already, and he's only been there for like 2 weeks, and like
yep.
that's what I mean. It's like you will have more with less. And that's perfect. And then he's going to Japan to wrestle David Finlay. It's like, yeah, you couldn't get all of that. You stack it in AEW where you're just like, hey, we have all of this millions and millions of things to do. Oh, plus this thing. It's like, yeah, it's like a little bit too much. And I saw somebody online have a criticism for AEW, and I agree with it, but somebody else like totally said this is the reason they don't agree with it, and I also agree with why they don't agree with the agreeing with I agree with, because the person said, listen, I fucking love AEW, but they should have a split roster. So we should know exactly who's on who, and more people can have time. And like, I want to go see this specific wrestler, and I was there, and I didn't get to see this specific wrestler, and I feel cheated. And they should split the roster. And I'm like, yes, they should split the roster. And the person
Yes.
said they can't split the roster yet because the negotiations for the TV haven't ended. So we don't know if they are going to have another collision or they're going to have fucking Rampage. They don't know if those two shows are going to still be with WB. And it's like, yeah, you know what? You're right. Like those shows aren't guaranteed, so we don't know. We're just going to start here. So
Okay. Like I see where you're coming from with that because you split the brand and everybody else on Collision, let's say they pick Collision because Rampage, yeah,
mm-hmm.
like Collision goes away, they're screwed.
Basically, and like you just have one show, and then you have all of these people, and then you just like, oh, I can stick them on Ring of Honor. Not everybody watches Ring of Honor, and like even the hardcore of hardcore AEW fans don't watch Ring of Honor. Like that's what fucked me up when like they said Mercedes was coming in. People was like, "Oh, I can't wait to see her versus Athena," and it's like Athena doesn't wrestle on the main roster. Like even Tony Khan says, "Oh, she's not on the main roster," so no one's gonna watch it. Like no one's gonna watch it because it's not a thing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just like it's a thing. So yeah, that's that's where that is, and yeah.
However, right?
Mhm.
Hypothetically, right? Like
Mhm.
you're the booker, right?
Mhm.
Like, cause like as you said, AEW gets them, they're gonna be lost and whatever. If you were
Mhm.
to book them though, in AEW, speaking about Nick Nemeth and Ali,
Mhm.
where would you put them? What title would you have them go for? Because they have a ton of titles for them to go for.
Honestly, I would have them both go for the same title. I would have them both go for the international title. And like
Okay.
the funny part would be I would have it in like such a creative way that people would be like, "Oh, this is actually really good," because Orange Cassidy just goes, "Yeah, okay, you can have a title match." Like Orange Cassidy tells one of them he can have a title match, but then he tells the other one he's gonna have a title match. So they both have a title match, not a three-way. They both have a title match. So they both get angry at each other, and they have a match and Orange Cassidy is like, well, I don't care. I'll just wrestle you both. And they're like, no, no, no. We want a one-on-one. So they wrestle each other. And then the winner of that gets Orange Cassidy. And then it's like, it just goes from there. And it's like, oh, okay. Like, this makes sense. And then the funny part would be like the person like Dolph would face Orange Cassidy and lose. And then he'll blame Ali, and Ali be like, listen, you're just not good. Like, even though you beat me, you're not good. And then Orange Cassidy be like, you know what? I'll take you on. And Ali beats Orange Cassidy and wins the title. Now Nick Nemeth is pissed and he wants the title and he wants to get his revenge back because he beat him already. And like now Orange Cassidy's just going to do whatever the fuck Orange Cassidy's going to do. It's like you got a story right there.
You know what I also thought about, which is
Mm-hmm.
funny, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's long term storytelling. Because remember, Dolph and Ali had a beef in WWE.
Yes,
So it transcended different companies if that were to happen. So obviously it's
exactly.
not because they're in TNA / New Japan. So
Yeah, and I would just like I said, I would love them to do like just be there, like just be there in
yeah,
Impact. Just stay there, just stay there, and like people would love them.
yeah, they'll get more of a shine. They won't shine in AEW. You know, they'll
Mm-hmm.
probably have some sort of success, but they won't shine.
Yeah, and like a lot of people will say like that's hating, but you can ask any real true AEW fan that really fucking loves AEW like we do, and they'll say the same thing. It's very crowded and there's not enough time for everybody. And
Hmm.
it's like even fucking Dave Meltzer says the same thing. It's like it's really crowded and nobody gets shine. Like everybody's there, no one gets shine. And it's like, yeah, like once Tony Khan goes, you know what? I need to more shows or like schedule things out a little bit better, then everything will be fine. But like right now, it's just like, nah, it's just too much of just the same shit. So yeah,
That's why Andrade left. Like, you know, he loved the money there. Like they were paying him good, but he wasn't getting the shine he thought he should got.
where's Miro?
Yeah, him too. Him too.
Exactly. Like that's the thing. Like people are there, and I know some people are like, well, they just want to go back to WWE, so why use them? That's not the point. Like if you gave them more of a shine on the show, they would probably be like, you know what? I don't really want to go to WWE. I'll stay here. Like people would literally be like, yo, I don't want to go. I'll stay because like I feel like you guys treated me a little bit better. And it's like, yeah, just do that.
I feel like the whole he just wanted to leave thing is a cop out. Cause John Moxley wanted to leave WWE. There was no telling him not to fucking leave. And they fucking the last couple moments they treated him good with the shield and all that, you know? But he still decided to leave. So, you know?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Moxley was an anomaly. That was an anomaly because the way that they treated him, you have to remember, AEW wasn't even officially a thing. They didn't even have their first
Yeah.
pay per view yet. So like there
Yeah.
was no, oh, if I treat this guy good and he goes to another company, there was none of that. None of that existed yet. So now that they exist, they're like, oh, we can't treat that person good because they're going to go to the other company. And it's like Andrade, they let Andrade get a few wins right before he left, and it's like, oh, he's gone. But everybody else is like, oh, we want to go too. Like, can we go? Please let us out of contracts. And they're still there. Like, people are like talking about House of Black. They want to leave. And it's like, they're
Mm-hmm.
barely getting used. And I mean, I don't see why not just let them out of contract. But like I said, I'm not gonna shit on AEW too much, and we're gonna close out the podcast because like people think that we hate AEW by actually giving it constructive criticism, which is like one of those Christian things where you can't criticize God and like, yeah, it's like this not fun. So yeah, we'll end the podcast here. Any last words?
No, I love AEW.